Hey beautiful souls, my name is Rach and today I'll be guiding you through a deep stretch sequence. This practice is going to stretch deeply into the hips, hamstrings and shoulders. If you usually use a block or strap in your practice, you're welcome to grab them. So let's begin seated on our heels at the back of your mat, tucking the toes under to stretch through the feet. If this gets too much, you're welcome to back off. Hands are placed gently on your thighs, closing your eyes and connecting to the rhythm of your breath. When you feel ready, wrap your right arm around your left, palms may touch, coming into our eagle arms. On your next big breath in, arch your spine to open your chest. Then taking a breath out, round your back, chin to chest. Gaze up, arch your back, inhale. Round the spine, broad across the back, exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come back to center, and we'll do the other side now, wrapping the left arm around the right. Big breath in, gazing up, arch your back. Breathing out, round your back. Gaze up, pull your heart up, inhale. Round and contract, exhale. Last time, take a deep breath in and breathing out. Then unravel your arms and bring your hands forward onto the mat. Untuck the toes and kicking the tops of the feet into the mat. And let's flow through a few cat-cows, stacking the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Breathing in to drop the belly, pull your heart through. As you breathe out, round your spine, chin to chest. Arch your back, inhale. Tuck your tailbone, round, exhale. Cow, inhale. Cat as you exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Return to a neutral tabletop position. And from here we'll come into puppy pose. So walk your hands in front, keeping your hips stacked above your knees. Arms are active. For some extra support of the head, you can place a block under your forehead. Feeling the spine lengthen in both directions. And then begin to walk your hands back to a tabletop position with wrists stacked under your shoulders. And on your next inhalation, raise your right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, thread your arm under your torso, shoulder and cheek meets the mat. You can extend your left arm in front or come into a bind by reaching around to your right thigh. Breathing here. And then when you feel ready, place your left hand under your shoulder, push yourself up, right arm extends up, breathe in, and then release your hand to the mat, exhale. Other side, left arm energizes to the sky, inhale. As you exhale, thread your arm under your torso, meeting the shoulder and cheek to the mat. Go ahead and bring your right arm to whatever variation you did on the first side. That's extending in front or a bind. You're welcome to close your eyes and really feel into the stretch. When you feel ready, place your right hand under your shoulder, push up, left arm extends up, breathe in, and then hand comes to the mat, breathe out. Let's come into downward dog, so spread the fingers wide, push the hips up and back. As it's our first one, I encourage you to keep a nice bend in your knees, and you can begin to pedal out the legs, bending one knee at a time. Really feel into what the body needs in this pose. And then bring stillness to your downward facing dog, gazing to your toes, hips lifting high. And begin to look forward at the top of your mat and tippy-toe your way to the front. Allow your chest and belly to waterfall over your thighs, generous bend in the knees here. Holding either elbow, sway from side to side in a ragdoll position. Decompress the spine. And releasing the elbows, and come to bend one knee while you straighten the other. Stretching through the hamstrings, alternating from left to right. Then bending into both knees on your next big breath in, make your way up the spine to standing, rolling your shoulders up towards your ears and down the midline of your spine, mountain pose. Root your feet, energize your fingers, take a deep breath in, hands reach high. Once at the top, interlace your thumbs with palms facing the front of the room. On your next exhalation, lift up and over to the right side, breathing here. On your next big breath in, coming back to center, and then up and over to the other side, breathe out. Come through center, inhale, and as you breathe out, cactus your arms, push your hips forward, open your chest. Sweep your arms up, inhale, then release to a forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, hands to shin, inhale. Hands meet mats, left leg takes a big step back. Lower the back knee, untuck your back toe, hands come on top of your front thigh. Stack your front knee over your ankle, stretching through your hips here. Nice long spine. Then from here, hands come to the mat, shift your hips back, runner's lunge. Flex your front foot and energetically draw your heel towards you. Keep a nice straight spine. Hands can come on a block if needed. And just take a few deep breaths here. Want to keep that crown of the head drawing towards the front of the room. Avoid rounding the spine. When you're ready, shift back to a lunge and bring your right arm inside of the right leg. Heel toe your right foot so the heel is on the mat and the ball of the foot is off the mat, slightly pointing outwards. And then come into the outside edge of your foot, gently pushing your knee away from you. Just ensure your big toe is in line with your knee and just go to your edge wherever feels comfortable for you in this stretch. Begin to ease off the knee and then windmill your right arm around to reach behind to grab hold of your back foot. The sole of your front foot can stay lifted or on the ground. An option is to just reach for the foot, or using a strap. If it feels okay to you and you want a deeper stretch, you can hold onto your back foot while kicking into your hand to expand and open your chest. Release your foot and bring your hand back to the mat under the shoulder for lizard lunge. Sole of the foot on the mat, slightly pointing outward. You can place your hand on a block or stay here, or if you want a deeper stretch, you can come onto the forearms. Easing out of our lizard lunge here, come onto your hands and heel toe your right foot so your feet are about a hip width apart. Tuck your toe and lift your back knee. Bring your hands to your hips to square them forward. So we'll come into our pyramid pose, placing the back heel down with the foot on a 45-degree angle. Straighten your front leg. Option is to clasp opposite elbows behind or palms together for a prayer variation. Take a deep breath in to lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, hinge your hips as you fold forward. Crown of your head draws forward, keeping a nice long spine. And ensure you keep a little micro bend in your front knee. On your next inhalation, take a deep bend in your front knee, come all the way back up. Release the elbows, hands reach high, lift the back heel, take a deep bend in your back knee, and then stepping forward to a forward fold. Halfway lift, take a deep breath in, fold forward, release, exhale. Come up to rise, hands reach high, inhale, hands to heart center, exhale. And making our way to the other side, so sweep your arms up, inhale, fold forward to release, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to mat, big step back with the right foot. Release the knee to the ground and untuck the toe, hands resting on the front thigh, breathing here. Hands release to the earth and shift back to our runner's lunge, lifting the left sole of the foot off the ground, flexing the foot towards your face. Remember, you can bring blocks here on either side to place your hands on, just to avoid that rounding of the spine. Take a few more breaths here. Then shifting forward back to that lunge, and you're going to bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot, heel toe that left foot to the outside edge of your mat, and then using your hand to push that knee away. Remember, this is only an option. If it feels too much to push the knee, you can just stay here in this lunge. And you're going to windmill the hands behind, reaching for that back foot. So kicking into the hand, opening up the chest. And then gently release your foot and bring your hand back to the mat under the shoulder for our lizard lunge. Sole of the foot to the mat, hands on block or down onto the forearms if you're welcoming a deep stretch to the hip flexors. Place your hand to the outside of your left leg. Heel toe your foot so it's closer to center. Tuck your back toe and lift your back knee, preparing for pyramid pose. Back heel places down as the foot faces forward as comfortably possible. Straighten your front leg and holding opposite elbows behind you or a prayer position. Take a big breath in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out as you fold forward. Micro bend your front knee and draw your right hip forward to square your hips. On your next inhalation, deep bend in the front knee. Heel comes off the ground. Take a deep bend in that back knee, stepping forward, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Release, exhale. Hands reach high, inhale. Hands collect in front of heart center, exhale. And we'll come into Malasana Yogi Squat. So here I'm just rolling up my mat to give a little bit of height so I can place my heels on top of the mat. I have really tight ankles, so you're welcome to do this too. Feet about mat width apart. Inhale, reach your hands up high. Exhale, bending the knees. Just ensure your feet are slightly pointing outwards and bring the elbows on the inside of the knees. You're welcome to put a block underneath the buttocks to sit on, or you can make fists to open up the hips a little bit more. Really feel into what the body needs, not pushing too hard, just knowing what your edge is, where you need to stop, where you need to go a little bit further. When you feel ready to release out of this pose, you can place both of your hands behind you and lower to the ground. We'll come into a wide-angled seated forward bend, so opening your legs up to wherever feels comfortable, feet are flexed towards you, and then bring your arms out reaching for both feet. From here, we're just going to rock from side to side, so reaching for the right foot and then reaching for the left foot. And just alternate here from side to side for a couple more times. One more time. And then we'll come back to center and walk your hands in front. Maintain length along the front of your body as you come further into the forward bend. You're welcome to bring a slight bend into your knees to maintain your straight spine. And then walk your hands back towards you. Guide your knees so that they're a little bit closer, sole of the feet are on the mat, and just windscreen wipe your legs from side to side to release. Then you're going to bring your legs together and extend them long in front. Flex your feet, hands come beside your hips, and press into the earth to open your chest. Breathe in, and then breathing out as you walk your hands forward and hinging at the hips. So keep a nice straight spine here, avoiding rounding as you stretch through the hamstrings. You can grab a strap around the balls of the feet or holding on to whatever you can. And then let's come into a twist. So guide your right foot and place it next to your left hip. Wrap your left arm around your right knee and gaze over your right shoulder. Elbow to knee if you want to go deeper. If you're on your moon cycle, I encourage you to do an open twist by gazing over the left shoulder instead. And let's untwist and come to the other side. So left foot next to the right hip. Wrap your right arm around your knee so you can use your elbow instead. Open twist here if you did on the other side. And begin to unravel and come to lie on your back. And straight away we'll come into reclined pigeon, placing the right ankle on top of the left knee, hands interlaced behind the left thigh, and draw the thigh towards you. Ensure your right foot is flexed. And you're welcome to close down your eyes. Then coming into our supine twists by wrapping the right leg over the left leg, and allow the knees to go over to the left side, gazing to your right hand, slowing down the practice. And let's come onto the other side, release the legs, and let's place the left ankle on top of the right knee, drawing the right thigh towards you, stretching through the hips. Just for a couple breaths here. And then begin to wrap your left leg over your right and drop the knees over to the right side. Gaze to your left hand for a twist. Slowly untwisting yourself. Let's come into happy baby by grabbing the outside edges of your feet, bending your knees. Take a few deep breaths here. Release your grip, and let's come into our last pose, Shavasana. Extend your legs long, arms rest beside you with palms facing up. Gently close your eyes. Take a full breath in, the biggest one of today, expanding the belly and rib cage. And then exhale with a sigh. Allow your body and mind to be still for these next few moments. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Draw your knees into your chest. Come to lay on your side. And push yourself up to a nice comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Notice how your body feels from the beginning of the practice to now. I'm so grateful to share this practice with you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.